Welcome back, guys, to another Mesh Network weekly technical analysis. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and head on over to the free Telegram group. Links are all down below in the description. So if we look at the SPX this week, we look at the monthly closure. So as you can see, we got a lot of bullish volume in the market this month on the SPX. We did fail to close above these previous highs on the monthly around 4,550. So we did manage to break through this area. Obviously, that was a lot of support on the previous price action, and that price history, we see a lot of support on the monthly. We've ripped through that area. Obviously failed to break above these highs yet, but price could be on its way to make these highs. You look down into so we're bullish on the monthly overall. Look down on the weekly. Once again, bullish on the weekly. Something to pay attention to. So obviously, this big bearish move with a lot of volume. Obviously, we see this big bearish drop from around 4,500 all the way down to 3,900. Obviously on a weekly chart. So for a couple of weeks there, we were big bearish move, and now we've seen, once we got into this area again, we've seen quite a big bullish move. So if we have a look at previous price action, we started to establish resistance support, around 4,300. Same, yeah. Big wick to the downside, closed above it. Similar here with this big wick to the downside. So we're seeing price came all the way up and grabbed liquidity from this area. So if we look at this on the weekly chart, we look at 4,300 area, and we see there's a lot of liquidity around 4,300. So at the minute, price did come to that's the 4,300 area mentioned, 4,300, 4,330. So price did start to establish resistance around this area and give us this little bit of an indecision doji at the end of this bullish move after breaking previous consolidation. We did see a bit of a pullback into this range, 4,330. Didn't quite tap it. So the next candle after that, which was the weekly closure that we've just had, we did have a wick to the downside, which just came and tapped that 4,330 area. Perfect. After that's happened, obviously we've grabbed a lot of liquidity from the market, and we've seen this bullish engulfing on the weekly. So previous candle got small wick to the upside and the downside, but this quite a big body, and it's engulfed on this previous candle that we've had. So we can see we're bullish on the weekly, and this area around 44.20 that we were establishing resistance on the weekly is now broken as well. So if we go back, as we can determine, this area we've just mentioned, support, we're seeing a lot of supply and demand in this area, and I'm expecting price at the minute, just from where we're trading, to come up and test this 44.90. So if we go down into the daily, like I say, we're bullish on the weekly. We're seeing this similar, like this bit of a retracement here, giving us a bit of a bearish, bullish flag pattern. And then once price is broken out of that, we've seen it move with quite a bit of volume. So when I'm looking at this week, if you look on the daily, like you say, we've had to retest this area, but we still yet to, if you look on the daily, we still yet to retest that area around 4,300 flat. A couple of scenarios for this week. We can see on to the 4-hour. On the daily, we had this previous area of resistance where price gave us this like tweezer top pattern, these big long wicks to the upside all around, failing to close above 44.25 before price pulled back to grab liquidity. And now we've seen this move, and price has failed to close above this high. But if we go down into the 4-hour, you see we had this big bullish move, and we have broke above these highs. We did manage to break above these highs here and close, but then we pulled back. So we get the potential for a few things to happen. We can see a retest of this area before a movement up to 44.86, and then potentially finding some sort of consolidation within this range, or potentially breaking this, establishing support, creating a third leg, and then we continue. But I'd like to see if price can establish support around this area down into a 1-hour. So if we have a look in the 1-hour, yeah, more obviously just going off this what we're seeing now. So price could establish support here and before taking off, but more than likely we see 4420 being retested. As you see, we had this previous break on Friday afternoon. Obviously, Friday afternoon, a lot of end of the month. It was the end of the month. We had Friday afternoon, so we have a lot of big institutions, a lot of banks, a lot of hedge funds taking profits, and obviously a lot of traders getting out of the market for the week, for the month. So for the week, sorry. So we do see this move to the upside, but I can see price potentially coming back to retest these areas of 44,200, 44,20. So yeah, so if we do establish support around here, we can take longs up into 44,860. But failing establishing support here, we could keep an eye on 44,20 to establish support before taking longs back up. If this area gets invalidated, potentially 4,400 flat, just around this area where we previously broke and didn't confirm. And failing that, I'll be looking to take longs of 4385. But obviously, get yourselves over to the free mesh group. The free mesh Telegram group links are all down below in the description. And once we see price starting to move throughout the weekend, giving us more candle closures, we start to update our technicals in the free group. So get yourselves over there, guys. Make sure not to miss out. But that's what I'll be looking for on the SPX this week.